Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Julia Pacheco. If you are new here, hello and welcome. I post lots of cooking videos as well as some budgeting videos. So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and hit the red subscribe button down below the video. So what my video is about today is we are going to be going to Walmart. We will be trying to stay within $20 to feed my husband and I for this entire week. We're going to see how many different meals we could come up with and different recipes we could create, trying to stay within the $20 budget we have. This may not be the perfectly balanced meal that every nutritionist says, but we are going to try to incorporate as many fresh fruits and vegetables as we can. We're also going to try to see if the store has any frozen vegetables for a great price. I really like frozen vegetables over canned vegetables. One other thing I will add before we head to the grocery store is the only thing I will be using from my own home is salt, pepper, and some olive oil. Everything else we are getting from the grocery store and we will be using for this entire week. So I will not be using anything else from my cabinet, from my pantry, from my refrigerator, other than salt, pepper, and olive oil. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I'm pretty sure we could do it and I'm excited to share it with you guys. So now let's go and let's head to Super Walmart and see what we could find together. I just wanted to share with you guys a few of the things that we will be picking up before we head back to my kitchen to start cooking. But this is just some chicken broth, spaghetti, pasta sauce, you know, nothing crazy, but I'm excited to share these recipes with you guys and see what we could create all together.
Do not bother. I know that it is hard to understand. I know I was born to do this. All eyes on me, all eyes on me. I said I'm getting through this. Wait for me, please. Wait for me, please. Don't ever...
Hello there. So we just got back from the one and only Walmart and we happened to stay in our budget of $20. We actually spent about $22.33, so I think we did a pretty good job. I'll be showing you guys here in a minute everything we got, but we pretty much got everything for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we will be using these items for snacks as well. So I'm going to show you guys what we got right now. Here is everything that we picked up that we were able to stay under our $20 budget. So the first thing we got was these boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I love chicken thighs when I'm trying to stay in budget because they're packed full of flavor, protein, and they're a lot less expensive than chicken breasts. Another thing I like about chicken thighs are they're a lot harder to dry out than chicken breasts. So that's a little fun tip, but I bought a 3-pound bag of that. Moving over to this chicken bouillon, this will be great for added flavor in recipes this week. This will be great if I try to make a chicken vegetable soup as well. Super, super good idea to always buy bouillon like this, other than buying the little container of it. Next thing, 4 pounds of pinto beans. Pinto beans are packed full of protein and they're super, super great if you're trying to stay in a small budget. A pound of long grain white rice for a chicken bake. We bought some spaghetti noodles. We love this Great Value spaghetti. If you're trying to stay in a budget, again, always buy Great Value, always buy the off-brand of anything pretty much, especially pasta. If you're trying to stay in a small budget, also buy the canned marinara sauce other than the jar. This is a pound of marinara sauce only for $1. You seriously can't go wrong with that. 3 bananas for added vitamins this week, nutrients. This will be great for snacks. 2 apples for some oatmeal that we will be making this week, also some oatmeal. 2 Roma tomatoes, not sure what I'm going to be doing with those yet, but I will be doing something with them. 2 brown onions for some flavor. Garlic. Seriously, if you're trying to stay in budget and you don't have very many spices, always buy some fresh garlic because it will add a ton of flavor to your food for a super low price. Mixed vegetables. I prefer mixed vegetables frozen other than canned mixed vegetables. These are a little bit more expensive than canned vegetables, but seriously, they're my favorite. I love frozen mixed vegetables more than canned. White corn tortillas. We bought these because we will be making recipes with them for breakfasts, lunches, and dinners. There's a ton. There's a pound in here. Great for saving money. 2 little pouches of ramen noodles. I bought chicken flavor. We will be making a Chinese meal out of these 2 little guys this week. These 2 will be great because they have that little flavor pouch in them, which will add some extra seasoning for you guys. A dozen of eggs. Eggs seriously could go in anything. Eggs are great. Buy eggs. So here is everything that we picked up. I can't wait to show you guys the recipes we come up with and the fun things we do with these. So let's get started on our $20 of eating this week. For breakfast days 1 through 3, we are each getting 2 of these eggs, and then I'm just putting some salt and pepper and some oil on that pan, and here is what it looks like. I just put them on top of this corn tortilla. We both used 2 corn tortillas, and these were so amazing. This definitely kicked up the whole fried egg situation, and it made it taste so much better than it normally does. I highly suggest this even if you're not going to be trying to stay in a budget. For dinners 1 and 2 and lunch number 2, I just made that whole big pound of spaghetti on the stove and that marinara sauce. Nothing big. We just had some spaghetti, no meat, nothing like that. But that definitely left us full for a few hours, and it was a great, inexpensive meal. This is something I totally created in the moment. I was kind of feeling like Chinese food, but we definitely had to stay home because we were making this week of meals. So I just got those 2 chicken thighs, fried them up on the stove, and while I was frying them up on the stove, I got my ramen noodles, and I just threw those in a pot of boiling water just to cook those noodles completely through. And then I flipped those chickens, and once they were totally cooked through, I took them off the pan. And on that same pan, I just brought that ramen over just like that. And then I put in about a cup of those frozen vegetables that we bought at the grocery store. And I just stirred it together, trying to get the frozen vegetables no longer frozen. Then I added the ramen seasoning packets. I added both of those seasoning packets. Those seasoning packets seriously helped out so much because it gave this dish so much extra flavor and kind of like a brothy flavor. It really did remind us of a Chinese restaurant. To make this super flavorful and fresh, we added 2 cloves of garlic. Garlic is super good for your bodies. If you guys don't know that, it is like considered a superfood, so always use fresh garlic. It's amazing. I just chopped up those chicken thighs into smaller pieces once they were totally cooked, and then I added them into that pot of the pasta just like that, and then I scooped everything to the side and I cracked an egg in there. Then I scrambled the egg up and then put a little bit of some salt and pepper on it and then cooked it all the way through and then incorporated all the ingredients back together. Alright, you guys, so this came out amazing. My husband was asking for seconds, and we were both totally stuffed when this was all gone. It did not even taste like ramen noodles, surprisingly, and I don't even like ramen noodles, and I love this. So this was absolutely delicious, and for such a low cost, I could eat this pretty much every single night. Nothing too big of a deal for breakfast day 4 and 5, just some of that oatmeal along with one of those chopped apples. We shared an entire apple for these days. This was so good, and that fresh crisp apple in there was absolutely delicious, and it gave it some extra added flavor. For these days, we made some Instant Pot beans. These are pinto beans I showed you guys in the grocery haul. So a little fun fact is I made a bunch of these beans just all at once, and then we ate them all throughout the entire week. Seriously. So my husband ate them with his eggs. I ate them with corn tortillas for lunch. My husband also did that. We also ate them for dinner. I also just had a big pot of beans. Seriously, you guys could eat them anyway, anyhow. It's amazing. If any of you guys are wanting to make some of these beans, I will have the exact measurements and recipe linked in my description box below if you want some exact measurements. So at this point of the week, I took some notes down. We are feeling fantastic. We were definitely excited for dinner that night just because we were both super hungry and we had long days of working and long days of doing stuff at home. So we were ready for dinner, and these beans definitely satisfied our cravings. We also served them alongside of some Roma tomatoes for some added freshness. And then one thing I want to add to this, you guys, is I added some of those chicken broths along with some salt and pepper. Those are the only seasonings I added just because I promised to stay within that $20 for you guys. So that's all the seasonings I used, and I thought these pinto beans were way better than restaurants. They were seriously so delicious and way too flavorful. They were so good. As far as after they were cooked, I kind of mashed them up with my potato masher just so they kind of turned into refried beans. My husband and I like refried beans better in our opinion.
I said I'm getting through this. Wait for me, please. Wait for me, please. Don't ever have to leave. Don't ever have to stay. This is all we've been dreaming of. Don't ever have to leave. Don't ever have to stay. This is all we've been dreaming of. All we've been dreaming of.
Breakfasts 6 and 7 consisted of some oatmeal in the microwave along with a banana. The banana was to give us some extra vitamins and nourishment throughout the day, so we stayed full longer. For the last dinner of the week, we made a chicken thigh rice bake. So I'm just going to be showing you guys how we do it. So I will have a recipe linked in my description box below just in case you guys are wanting to make this yourself. So I just have my rice. I believe this was a pound of rice along with salt and pepper, of course, because I can't use any other seasonings, but definitely other seasonings would taste just as good, if not better. And then I just cut up 1 full onion, and then I'm using 5 garlic cloves. I tried to use as many garlic cloves as we could possibly use just to give it some extra flavor and some nourishment. As far as the liquid in there, we are just using some water along with a few of those bouillon cubes we got from Walmart, and that was seriously it.
Oh, good. Don't ever have to.
For the chicken, I used 3 chicken thighs, but of course you could use more chicken thighs or less depending on your family size. Again, you could also boost up this grocery budget to $30 if you do have a larger family, but this amount of chicken thighs for my husband and I was perfect this week. And then also make sure you cover your pan with some aluminum foil just so the rice cooks properly. This rice chicken bake turned out absolutely delicious and amazing. It was super flavorful and good. We just used some of those bagged frozen vegetables to go alongside for some extra nourishment. Alright you guys, so a little overview of the week was we ate pretty good and we definitely did not starve. So that was not eating like kings or queens, but that was definitely not eating from trash cans. Living off of $20 from one entire week is seriously possible. You guys could do it. We ate a little bit more carbs than I would have hoped to, but you know, you can't have everything when you're trying to live off of $20 for 1 week. I wish we would have also had a little bit more fresh fruits and vegetables, but again, you can't have everything living off of $20. But the main point is we did not starve. We went to bed totally full at night. My husband had plenty of lunches. I had plenty of lunches. We had plenty of dinners. We had plenty of breakfast. I actually ate more for breakfast than I typically do. And I also ate lots for lunch, and I typically don't eat very much for lunch. So it was kind of great for me. I mean, I felt amazing. I actually went on more runs than I typically do in 1 week. So that was another thing that was a little crazy. I just felt great overall. I highly suggest trying this if you're trying to save some money. I know we're trying to save for a house in the near future. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you are new here, I'd love it if you hit the red subscribe button and follow my journey, and you guys can, you know, always comment, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.